Hi everybody, this is the website boy again with tutorial number 13, and today we are going to be actually improving our drop down menu. I wasn't satisfied with how the menu looked in the last tutorial. I wasn't satisfied with the functionality. So today we're going to improve that and make it a lot better. And you're going to see how nice we make it look, how functional we make it look. Alright, for those of you that want to do everything like me, I understand you. I want to do everything like me. You can install Sublime Text 2 and the Emmet plugin just to write code a little faster, right? Actually, a lot faster. For those of you that don't have this option of Sublime Text, you can install Notepad++, which is free for Windows, and the Text Wrangler, which is free for Mac users. And for those of you out there that want to download exercise files, and I understand, you can go to my website, thewebsiteboy.com/snippets, and guess what? You can also watch the tutorials at my website. That's cool, right? But anyway, for those of you out there that see this thumbs up, don't forget to click it if you like my videos. I mean, this means the world to me, right? And I appreciate it very much. For those of you out there that want to navigate my course, this is how you do it. You can click the next for the next video and for the previous videos, right? You can also subscribe to my channel immediately. And every time I upload one of my videos, guess what? You get an email automatically to your email box. That is cool. For those of you out there that like my videos, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are my world. You make me make more videos every single day. All right. You wake me up in the morning and you keep me awake at nighttime. Thank you so much. Let's continue with the tutorial. Alright, so in the last tutorial we did a drop down. I wasn't satisfied with the drop down that we did on the last tutorial. I want to make this a little different, so you're gonna like this tutorial, so pay very close attention. So let's go and open up document root, and let's also open up our code editor. Let's drag that, let's go to includes and drag that header into our code editor. And if you recall, this is what we did last time. All right, so we made a drop down and we are dropping out just one list item there. Okay, let me just fix that a little bit. Let's go to our browser. Let me show you that. So right now, if I click on it, I get this drop down. What I want to do is actually, when I go over this link here, I want it to drop down automatically, and for that we need to use JavaScript. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to give you on this is a list of names here that I made specifically for this tutorial. And I did this so that way you don't have to typo this out. All right, so it's gonna be something like this. I'm gonna save it, and this is what it's gonna be. Now this is gonna be included in your exercise file, so make sure that you download it. Sorry guys. All right, so make sure you download this. So go to the bottom of the link, this video, and you should find a link there where you can download the exercise file. It's gonna be in there, right? And these are actually real speakers. All right, I took my time and I put down some names for real speakers. And these speakers actually is about self-development, which is people that are successful, very successful, giving people advices. This is really cool. I mean, these are some of the best speakers in the world: Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, and they have actually changed my life. I live very motivated because of these people there. So I suggest you take some time, and if you want to change your life, listen to those people there. Look at the names. So those are real names. But anyways, so let's do this via JavaScript. So we know, let's go to our root directory, root folder, and let's check out the index, because I want to add something in the index PHP. All right. So we know that we have included jQuery in here, and we have the bootstrap.js in the index. What you don't have is this script here that I made, and you can go ahead and do it. Right now what you're gonna have is something like this. So what you want to do is create another script tag and link another file in here to the JS folder. It's gonna be called script. We're gonna write some JavaScript. Now don't get scared, it's gonna be some jQuery, so it's gonna be very easy to do. All right, so we linked this file there, and we gotta make it. So I'm just gonna go and save as on this same document. I'm not gonna need that index right now. And let's do script, and let's change the extension to JS, and let's put it in the JS folder right here. So JS, save it, use. I'm just gonna take all this off and save. My index file is still in here. I mean, it's not gonna go anywhere. I just did a save as, all right? So if I go to the JS, and this is the same file, so you can see there, right? So let me just take that off, and that's not gonna do nothing yet. All right, so what I want to do is start writing some JavaScript in here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is uh, actually we're going to be writing jQuery, which is the same thing as JavaScript, but if you haven't watched my tutorial on jQuery, make sure you do. um, what it does is it's just gonna use JavaScript in a very easy terms for us to understand better. But anyways, if you don't know JavaScript, don't worry about it, just follow me. All right, so we're gonna put a dollar sign in parentheses, we're gonna type document dot ready, because I want to make sure that the document is ready. There's a function that does that, and once that's done, we're gonna type another function inside here, and this is gonna be in the exercise file, so don't worry about it. But it's better that you do it with me so that you learn. So we do the function, the parentheses again, and some curly brackets in there, and we're gonna bring it down. All right, so now that we have that, I want to make sure that this is working, is that it's linked to my document. So I'm just gonna make an alert function, and I'm gonna say hello. All right, and so if I right click it here, I mean refresh it, it's saying hello, right? So that's working. We know jQuery is working. It's linked to our page and it's working. So now that we know it's linked and working, let's type our function. And what do we want to type? We want to make sure, by the way, let me just show you something. If you refresh, click, all right, click here, you're gonna have a list of all the speakers that I told you about, right? This Lisa Rodriguez is not a speaker, so don't worry about her. I don't know who she is. But anyways, these are the lists. So that's how it's gonna look when you download or get the list items in there, right? So let's write our JavaScript or jQuery. All right. So the first thing that we want to target is the drop down. All right. We're gonna actually right here, we're gonna target this UL first, and this UL has a navigation that is right here. Okay, so we want to target this. I'm just making sure, guys, that this is what we're targeting. So we have a navigation that has a live a class of nav, and then a class of drop down, actually list drop down, and then the list. All right, so I'll show you right now exactly what I'm doing. All right, so just follow me. So let's do the UL that we are targeting, right? And the nav class, and then we're gonna target a list item, which is gonna be a drop down. Right, where is the list item that I had a drop down class? That's what I'm missing right here. Sorry, guys, I was missing that class for some reason when I think I did the drop down. That's what I was looking for. So, all right, speakers and speakers. So that's gonna be my drop down right there. Actually, I already have it in here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still sleepy from. So I already have it in here, right? So this is what we're targeting. All right. So let's go and target that drop down. Drop down. All right. So we have that. We have the UL, the nav, li drop down, and then what we're gonna be using is a function called hover. All right. So we're gonna put a function in here, open the parentheses, and then curly brackets, and then we're gonna bring it down. All right, and in here we are going to target another element. This element is gonna be the list item. All right, actually drop down menu. I'm sorry, guys, I'm just drop down menu. All right, right, and then we're gonna say this because we are referring to the this function, and we're gonna use another function in jQuery. It's called fade in. All right, so we want it to fade in and then fade out, so we're gonna use those functions there. I'll show you in a minute how that works. And what I want to do is I want to include another function, which this is going to be the fade out. So we're going to put a comma right here in front of it and open the new and do the new function, parentheses, bring it down again. And this is the last one, guys, I promise. All right, hopefully you're getting this. If not, just pause the video and do it with me. So let's target another element here, the same element, but we're going to say it's going to fade out. So inside here, we just got to say this because we're referring to this function again. We want it when people hover over the same element to get a different effect. So that's why we say this. All right. And the fade out function is going to have a parameter for fast. All right. So make sure that you comment this. All right. So now we are targeting the UL with a class of nav and the list item drop down. All right, so when they hover over that, it's gonna drop down the drop down menu, right? It's gonna fade it in, and then when they take the mouse out, it's gonna fade it out. It's gonna fade out the same class drop down element, right? Menu. It's gonna fade it out fast. All right, so let's save that and let's go back to our browser. Let's see if that works. All right, so I'll refresh it, and now if I go and put my mouse over it, it works. Look at that. So I don't even have to click it anymore like I used to before. That doesn't work anymore. Let's just put our mouse over it, and now we have a list of all the speakers, actually very famous good speakers. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to do this little tutorial there, so just to show you how to do this, because I think it's very useful for users just to come here and they don't have to click anything and they just get something there. And then you can do the same thing for other navigations or use it with something else that you have on your project, whatever you want. All right, anyways, I hope this was able to help you out, and if you have any questions, please ask, and my website is there. I answer questions very rapidly. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you liked it, like it, share it, watch the next tutorial, and I'll see you on the next tutorial. Bye bye.